Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. I look a little washed out. I've been a little under the weather. A little episode. It's fine, I'm fine. But I wanted to do a video today where it's more kind of like an inquisition, where I'm asking you guys questions about content you'd like to see. And I know in a video a few days ago I talked about some content that was coming up. I wanted to expand upon that a little bit as well. So if you like those chit-chatty videos, then this is the one for you. Okay, I'm trying to get comfy because it's just when I don't feel well, I just can never get comfortable. Anyway, this isn't, like, you know, it's not my regularly scheduled video, but whenever I feel under the weather, I'm not at a good place to review. Not because, again, I need to be 100% into it. It's just I want to be 100% into it because I believe that if I'm doing a review for you guys deserve like the full attention that I can give to the fragrance in describing the fragrance, talking about the longevity and projection and things like that. And it's a little bit unfair to the fragrances and you guys for me to not be able to at least give it all of my concentration. So that's kind of why today is going to be no review, no list, no anything. I'm just gonna kind of like chit chat with you guys. I give myself a little bit of a break to kind of like tell you guys other things that are coming up. I talked about it more on the giveaway video and the chit chat where I was talking about really getting enough research together to film a storage video, and also talking to you guys about doing the video where I talk about different types of fragrances in different groups like freshies, orientals, things like that, and telling you very mainstream fragrances and very popular fragrances in those categories and kind of explaining why I think they're popular or why I think that they're overhyped and things like that. And that'll give me a chance to talk about designer fragrances, mainstream fragrances, dupes, niche. There'll be a lot of different fragrances in each of those categories. And I'm still working on that, so that's going to be coming. It's in the works. Again, I have the collabs I'm working on. One of the collabs, I did want to say, I was collabing with the Scentinel and so many other reviewers. Some are people that I consider friends, some are people that are definitely my peers, some people are definitely way higher than my peers. Who've been doing this for a very long time. The Scentinel put together a fantastic collaboration where we all talked about our favorite fragrance discoveries so far this year. So many of us, it's been wonderful. I was very honored to be asked and was very excited to be a part of that collaboration. I will link the video below, definitely check it out. I guarantee you one or two of your other favorite YouTubers are part of that collaboration. There was a lot of us. It is a long video, bordering almost 45 minutes, but it is definitely worth checking out. I have other collabs and things in the works, so that'll be, you know, I kind of don't want to like say until it happens, not because like it's a secret, but more because it's like, hey, look at this thing I'm doing, you know. So it's kind of like that. But that's not what I wanted to talk about with this video. There was two types of videos I was thinking about doing, actually three, that I was thinking about doing, and I was wondering if I did them, I would want to do them specifically because you guys were interested in them. If you guys weren't interested in them, it would be kind of like a waste of time. Just because they're not like a review or a list or recommendations or anything like that. It's very much kind of like a specific type of video that would fit a specific curiosity or need. And that's kind of like why I wanted to ask you guys if you wanted this types of videos. The first one I've noticed is when it comes into creating reviews on YouTube and starting YouTube channels. I remember when I started my channel, that wasn't too long ago, it was a little over a year, so I'm still a baby when it comes to creating YouTube, being a content creator. And when it comes down to be a fragrance influencer, I would never say I'm an influencer, and if anyone considered me any type of influencer, I'd be on the lowest end of the totem pole, you know, like I have no illusions of grandeur. It's okay. I have nothing. I know my value. But I also know that I haven't put in the time and the effort and the dedication and the money that a lot of other people have done. So, again, not knocking myself down. Don't think that I do. I know I can be very hard on myself, but I'm not being hard on myself at this point. What I am saying is some of you guys maybe would like some of you guys seem like you would want some advice. Some of you guys have been interested in starting a channel specifically for fragrances, and I was wondering if you guys would like an advice video where I kind of talk to you guys not about the cliche advice like get good lighting, have a good editing, but kind of talk more about the conceptual side of advice when it comes down to creating a channel. Things that I think that you guys like to see and what keeps you guys watching my channels and liking my videos and subscribing. Things that I think that would work if you just needed a push to start a channel, things like that. I don't know if that's something you guys would want. It would be very tailored to fragrance though. It wouldn't be just like starting a YouTube channel, starting a beauty channel. It would be like a fragrance reviewer channel. Do you want advice from someone like me? I don't know. I don't know. But if that's something you're interested in, then let me know. I would be more than happy to film a video about that. Also, something that I am considering doing is also talking to you guys a little bit about not gossip, not news, because I'm not going to do those types of videos. Not because I don't like those types of videos. I love those videos, but I think between Jensen's and the Frag chat with Smurfy and Smelly, I think you guys are very well covered, and definitely check out those channels. I am addicted to the Smurfy Smelly Frag chats. They are fantastic. Again, I'll link those videos below if you want to check them out. Definitely check them out. And if you do check them out for me, say hi for me. I love Claire and Dan. They're wonderful. But when it comes down to it, sometimes you guys might see some hype or see some drama, and there's not really much drama in the fragrance community, and when there is, it goes away so fast. But if you're wondering why somebody might talk about the same types of things or see an exponential amount of growth without a lot of content, you know, maybe I can give you some insight being on this side. Seeing how videos and content affect numbers, seeing how companies have reached out to me and what I see expectation-wise as being a reviewer, and what companies want from me and what the subscribers want from me. So if that's something that you would want to see from my end, like on the other side of the camera, talking to you about my experiences like that and giving you my thoughts on why certain people do what they do, I would be more than happy to do that too. But I'm going to tell you right now, I won't be bashing anybody. If you're expecting me telling you like the spill in the tea, there will be no tea spilled. You'll probably be surprised that I'm siding more with the fragrance reviewers, understanding where, at least trying to understand where my piddly little numbers compare to their thousands upon thousands of numbers, but giving you an idea of why they might do what they do, if you want to know from my end, somebody who's completely unaffiliated with everybody involved. So I thought maybe that might be interesting if you guys are interested. If you wanted, I would film a video talking about that. And then the last thing is I am considering doing some live streams. Now, if you guys don't know, definitely check it out. Red Essence and Brooklyn Fragrance, although they get together all the time for just live streams on Facebook. They're so fantastic to watch. Sometimes they're just shooting the breeze, sometimes they're doing blind sniffings or just talking to you guys. I love watching them whenever I can. They're great. I know Cascade Scents, Manny does some live streams, and it's a fantastic one where he was talking about how people are ragging on him for reviewing fragrances and giving the full retail price of fragrances, and how they're like, well, you can get this so much cheaper, why are you doing it at full retail price? And he's like, I'm going to do it at full retail price because you can get it cheaper, but not everyone can order from these places, so I'm going to do it full retail price, which I completely side with Manny on that. And if you want to know more about that, Cascade Scents talks about it in his live stream very well, but it's basically like where he's getting a little bit of heat from when because he does fantastic breakdowns, you guys, with his fragrances. I love his channel. He's very informative, really passionate, very knowledgeable, very easy to watch in such a positive way. Like, it's not like his work is lazy. He puts so much time and effort into his editing, and his presentation and knowledge is just fantastic. But he does breakdowns where he'll tell you how much prices cost per ounce or per milliliter, and so what'll happen is when he's giving you those prices, he's giving you full retail price. And some people have been kind of like getting on his case because he's not talking about, like, say Aventus, he's giving it to a full Aventus price if you were to go to like a Creed boutique, rather than like, say, if you got it from Fragrance Net or off the gray market or something like that. And there's nothing wrong with getting fragrances there, but he's like, I'm going to give it a full retail price. So he's just kind of like, why are you guys mad about this? It's silly. So anyway, he did a wonderful live stream about that. He kind of cleared everything up. I thought it was fantastic. Definitely side with him on that. I have no problem saying that. But kind of like I was thinking about doing a live stream. And the reason why I was thinking about doing a live stream is because I think sometimes I like to talk a little bit too much when it comes down to videos, and I do want to kind of like have a nice variety of videos that are short and also long. But there are some topics that I would love to expand upon, and I would love to know if there's any topics you guys would want to expand upon. And I think it's a great way to interact with everybody on an equal level. Now, we're all equals, every single one of us. I don't ever think that I'm higher than anybody else, be you create content or not. My subscribers, I actually think you guys are way more knowledgeable and have way more experience and deserve way more respect than I get. Doesn't matter if you sit in front of a camera and upload your videos on YouTube. You can comment, write, doesn't matter, you know. But I really like the interaction. You know, I really like talking to you guys. I loved communicating with you guys through Instagram, communicating through you guys through Facebook. Some of you guys I talked to on Messenger. I mean, through YouTube, I've actually made some really great friends. He's great from CJ's Beauty Blog. Or CJ is great. I love him. He's fantastic. He's like my YouTube buddy. Like, we send texts to each other. He gets really super duper excited. I get really super duper excited. We send each other recommendations, and our swaps that we do, we get so excited for. I mean, if you guys knew how many times like CJ and I like text back and forth, like, oh, we got you something, I'm so excited, you know, like we really get super duper into it. And I want to share that interaction on a more face-to-face level. If I have questions for you guys, I would love to be able to ask you, like, hey, I see you commenting all the time, what are your favorites? Or if you guys have any questions for me, I'd love to be able to kind of interact like that. And so that's kind of what I wanted to do with live streams, and also it would be a great way to kind of communicate more, like, as not a vlog, but just kind of like talk to you guys like the friends that we are, because I consider you guys all my buddies. Everyone's my buddy. I'm like a puppy. Everyone's my friend. But I kind of want to do that. I don't know if that's something I would do on YouTube or something I would do on Facebook, but I am interested in it. But I also know that if only a few of you guys would want to do that, it's not something I would do very regularly. Maybe I would do it once every 2 weeks or once a month or something. I don't know. So if that's something you guys would like to participate in, if that's something you guys would like to be like, hey, yeah, I'd love to chat with you, that would be fantastic. Let me know below, but let me know if you guys would prefer me doing it maybe on YouTube or on Facebook or any other ways that would be the best way to do that, because that's something I'm definitely interested in. I do know that CJ and I are talking about doing live streams, specifically doing a video on each other's channel. So I would go on his channel and it would be like a skincare video where we would talk about our skincares, our expectations of products, what we like, what we don't like, answering questions and asking you guys questions. And I would actually love to have him on my channel as a live stream, because he is just jumping into the world of fragrance a little bit more than just somebody who likes fragrance. He's actually been texting me, getting really excited about layering and trying new things and really diving headfirst into this fragrance world. And I think it would be really awesome to have two people, one who's not a newbie but who's newer to the fragrance community, and then somebody who's been a part of it for a very long time. I mean, I've worked in the industry, although that was so long ago it doesn't matter. I've been collecting fragrances for over 16 years. So having two people who have a passion for it, one who's a newer passion and one through someone who's, this has been consuming my life forever, and like actually talking, interacting with each other and interacting with people if you had questions for me or questions for him, or if he had questions for you as well, because I think that that's kind of what interaction is. It's giving and taking. So I am really excited to be working on that with him. But I didn't know if that's something that you guys would like to see more regularly, or something that, you know, if I did a live stream once a week or like once every other week. So let me know. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in, because if no one's interested in it, then it would just be a waste of time, because then I would just be standing talking to you guys an empty camera, and I would much rather film content that was more specific to what I think you guys would like than just talking to an empty camera. I don't know. Let me know if you're into it. One other thing. Okay, a few of you guys in past videos have expressed an interest in like a swap video, like where like I might have fragrances that I want to swap out with you guys, or you guys have a place where you can go where you can swap with other people. I know Max Fiordi, I hope I pronounced his name wrong, I'm so sorry if I didn't, does videos like that, I think once a month. I don't know if I would do something like that on YouTube, but actually what I was considering is a lot of people who do fragrance reviews actually have their own fragrance groups on Facebook. And it's a place where they can talk about favorite reviews, new content, is where people can share their scents of the day, they can share sales and swaps. Now, I'm a part of a lot of those communities and I love them. They're all fantastic, and I definitely recommend being part of several because you definitely learn a lot of new things and you see a lot of the same people in those groups, and it's really interesting to see how everyone interacts differently on different pages with different people. It's really, really cool. What I was thinking is if I started a group like that, because on my channel and my audience, you guys are primarily, I talk more about feminine fragrances and more unisex feminine fragrances than I do masculine fragrances. A lot of you guys really like that. What I've noticed on all these other channels, most of them, not all of them, let me get comfy, there we go, is that it's mostly masculine fragrances. And there's nothing wrong with it. I love masculine fragrances. I've been on a masculine fragrance buying kick. I just think they're fantastic. Fragrances are genderless. When I'm talking about feminine fragrances or masculine fragrance or unisex fragrances, I'm talking about if you were to walk into a fragrance store, where would you end up purchasing this? In what counter? Would it be the men's fragrances, the female fragrances, or just nebulously wherever the hell? I'm not talking about who can wear fragrances. Anyone can wear whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm just talking about how they're marketed. But a lot of you guys, and I've noticed this too, when it comes down to the YouTube fragrance community, it's mostly masculine fragrances. And I think that a lot of times there's missing the female fragrance reviews. Now, a lot of these men review female fragrances. A lot of these men wear these feminine fragrances. And there's nothing wrong with that, absolutely. I think it's very refreshing and exciting when you can see people kind of jump over norms and just be able to wear something that they love. It doesn't matter who it's gendered at. It doesn't matter what the bottle looks like. But I know that when it comes down to specific channels catering to fragrances, there's not that many that put a lot of emphasis on female fragrances. And I feel like that's kind of one of the reasons why I have as many subscribers as I do, way more than I thought I'd ever have, is the fact that I think that I put an emphasis on the fragrances that I love, and I do love a lot of feminine fragrances. They're great. I think they're, and there's not that many reviews on them, and I do talk about them, and you guys tell me that you like that. So I thought if I were to create a Facebook group, obviously it would be all-inclusive. Anyone would be able to enter and participate, but obviously I think only my subscribers and people who like my content would probably even care to be a part of it, because there's already so many other amazing groups out there. So that being the case, since mostly I talk about feminine fragrances, it might be a nice meeting place to talk about fragrances, especially if people are looking for more reviews, more lists containing fragrances that are marketed towards women. This doesn't have to be designer, this doesn't have to be mainstream, this can be niche, this can be like underappreciated brands, and I feel like it might be a really great spot if you guys are looking for something like that. I'd be more than happy to facilitate that. I'd be more than happy to put my name behind it and my reputation if that's something you guys are interested in. Now, that will take a little bit of time to set up, but again, it would be all-inclusive. Anyone can be a part of it. I mean, if you wanted to talk about male fragrances, female fragrances, unisex fragrances, I don't care. Whatever gender you are, whatever sexuality you are, whatever walk of life you are, it would be all-inclusive. But I would just assume it would be the people who consume my content who would want to be part of that group. And since you guys have asked for swaps or areas where you can do that, I feel like that might be a nice thing to do. So if that is something that you guys are interested in, it would be a closed group. It wouldn't be so much like invite only, but group members would invite people. If that's something that you would be interested in and want to participate in, please let me know below in the comments. I'm more than happy to do that. I think it would be a great place to swap and just exchange things and really enjoy each other's point of view. We share fragrances we wear all the time. Again, there's already so many different fragrance communities started by other fragrance reviewers, Brooklyn Fragrance Lover, Sebastian from Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews, Red Essence, Tiff Benson has the Fragrance Society. Like there's so many others. So I'm not saying this is anything new, but I'm saying, like, since there are so many, would that be something you would want me to facilitate? Because I feel like based on my content and my subscribers, it would probably just end up being more of a feminine fragrance, niche fragrance, luxury fragrance, because that's what I talk about. And if you're looking for swaps, or if you're looking to converse with other people who like that kind of stuff, it might be a cool place to go. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. I'm kind of rambling now, so I'm gonna stop. Anyway, I'm so sorry that this video is not a fragrance review or a list. I had a few reviews I was really excited to bring to you guys this week. I've just been really feeling down in the weather today. It's when my face kind of looks weird and got holes in it all over. I don't know. Whenever I get sick, it's just never fun. But I did definitely want to bring you a video today, and this has been some content I've been thinking about creating, but I don't know if you guys would be interested in it. So if you would be interested in it, let me know. And thank you guys so much for watching and dealing with my crazy rambling. This is a way longer video than I thought it would be. As always, guys, if you don't mind me sitting and just chatting with you guys, talking about the channel, seeing what you guys are up to, remember to give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue doing videos like this. And don't forget to subscribe because it's free. And I'm free, and I put out new videos every Monday through Friday, and sometimes on the weekends as well. So I'll always have something for you to watch, even on days like today, even if you might not want to watch it. But in any case, I hope you guys are all happy and healthy, and have a great day, month, year, whatever. And I will see you next time. Bye!